Nike's always been committed to the community, and the Nike School Innovation Fund, I think, is one of our shining examples of that commitment. I had a chance to actually go to an early learner program at the end of the summer. I saw a classroom full of kids who are academically and socially ready to go to school next year.
With the support of Nike and other business partners across the community, Portland Public Schools was able to offer 350 exiting kindergartners a 5-week program assuring their success in first grade. The support that Nike offered was not a one-time, here we are, we're dropping it off, but rather one where we engaged in conversations about what would make the program most effective and how could we together make sure that it was in fact a success.
One of the best moments was just sitting down talking to one little boy and knowing that this summer had made a lasting impact, a big difference for him, probably for his whole life.
My father started our family business over 60 years ago here in Portland, and we were instilled with the ethic that we should give back to the community that has done so much for our family. We are particularly involved now with the Oregon Food Bank, whose mission it is to end hunger and its root causes.
Oregon Food Bank is really a community effort, and it's the businesses and the individuals who make up those businesses live in our communities that enable us to put food on the table for 800,000 people throughout Oregon and Southwest Washington each year. And without that corporate and individual support, we wouldn't exist.
It's a task which is daunting, but we feel privileged to be involved in the Oregon Food Bank and its mission to end hunger.
Our company motto is the spirit of service, and it really is something that we embrace in everything that we do. It isn't just a tagline for us, it's something we've embraced for over 100 years, and it's something that means a lot to our employees, to our retirees, and to the nonprofits in our community who benefit from those efforts.
Through research, we have found that 1 out of 5 children are dyslexic or have a reading disability. We're finding children who have low self-esteem, no confidence, but also who cannot read or write. Through the leadership and support of Judy Pepler and Quest, the Boys and Girls Club has been able to give invaluable services in education and literacy to thousands of kids who need it most.
There are so many nonprofits that do great work, and we know that that's important for the success and the strength of a community. And so being able to support our employees and their volunteer efforts and support those nonprofits with financial resources is something that all corporations ought to be looking to do.
Through the years, because of the incredible partnership that we have had with Regents, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Oregon, the mobile health screening program has screened more than 263,000 Oregonians.
Regents' support of the mobile screening units is an important part of our commitment to building healthy communities throughout the state.
We've had school children go from D's and F's to B's overnight, practically, once their vision was identified as a problem and they received the eye care that they need.
We have helped to provide thousands of free screenings for adults and children, and these mobile units provide the only free diabetes testing in Oregon.
We couldn't do the work that we do without their support. It's just that simple.
This community has been so good to us in every way for the last 90 years, so I feel it's very important for us to give back to the community in every way that we can possibly do, both financially and with our time too. All these charities and organizations do so much good, such as the Dougy Center.
The work of the Dougy Center with children and their families who are grieving a death is only possible through the donations of caring individuals and corporations here in Portland. We have no state, federal funding of any kind, and we couldn't offer this service without companies like Packhouse Jewelers and many others who contribute to make it possible. So many of these kids feel alone and isolated. When they come here and they're in a group with 10, 12, 15 other kids, they can say, hey, I feel like that too. I'm not alone, and I can get through this.
Pop Art is an interactive marketing agency. We're proud to support many nonprofits in the Portland area. One of the nonprofits that we support is the Portland Institute of Contemporary Art.
Pike as a nonprofit relies very much on the generosity of our community. We have an extraordinary relationship to many people. Every once in a while, something really amazing happens and somebody steps up very big.
We're proud to support Pika because they're really cool cats, and because we believe that the arts are completely vital to Portland's long-term competitiveness.
They came to us, the whole staff got really excited, met with us, said we want to take on a redesign of the website, but we're going to start from a functional perspective. It's going to be designed great, but what are your needs? When a professional service comes through like Pop Art, it gives us a product that can catapult us into where we need to be. It's remarkable.
We understand that philanthropy and volunteerism is simply the right thing to do. It's in our company's DNA. Yes, we do business here, but we also live here. This is our hometown, and we all have a vested interest in making our community the best it can be for all of its citizens.
One of the things I like people to know about is that the Oregon chapter of the MS Society serves over 7,000 people in the state of Oregon. Oregon has the highest incident rate of MS in the country. And without corporations like Ferguson Wellman, who are willing to allow their employees to be volunteers, participate in our events, and actually physically become sponsors with us with fundraising, we wouldn't be able to do that.
I see a direct link between business and the quality of life our community has. If you were to remove successful businesses and successful business people from the boards of K through 12 and higher education, the arts, health and human services, you wouldn't have the community that we have today.